Hey guys, welcome back to the Independent Investor channel. My name is Ryan. So good to be with you. These are my fun videos, guys. These are my top 5 questions. This is my opportunity to give back to the people that I actually do this YouTube channel for, and that's you guys, all right? Now, there's way too many questions that I can put into a top 5. And I usually tell the commentary folks that are responsible for generating these comments that I'm going to be putting them on their top 5 because I really feel like the essence of the question strikes at a question that probably a lot of other people out there have, and that's why I like to turn these questions back to you guys and give credit to those folks that actually took the sincere time to hit me up with a question that they really had, and the one that I really feel like is really genuine. So this is going to be my top 5 questions for the week, guys, so please enjoy. This one was from Ty W. He hit me up with a really good question. I'm going to be expanding on this, doing my own video, because you guys are really going to want to understand my philosophy on when to hold and when to sell a stock. All right, buying a stock is just part of the game. Okay, buying a stock is easy. Now, understanding when it is to hold the stock or sell the stock, please understand, it's not good enough for you to say, when do I buy, sell, or hold, if you're not acknowledging the fact that it showed courage enough to even put yourself in a decision like that, okay? What I mean by that is if you don't invest at all, okay, you're making your decision really easy for yourself, all right? So don't make it more difficult than what it has to be by putting yourself into a situation that you're looking at a good quality name that you've taken into a downturn that you need to hold, okay? A golden rule of mine is I don't sell a stock in the red. I don't do stop losses, all right? I'm a value investor that doesn't mind putting my money into quality stocks for the long term. That's just what I've done my whole life, and that's what I do. Now, I do have trades in my account, but the objective with those trades are significantly different than my long-term holds, okay? So if I take a quality name, I'm watching the market right now, and Disney's actually going down right now a couple bits today because of a report, right? I may actually look to buy more of that stock. I would never look at selling the stock in a panic because it's adjusted down a few basis points. No way, because Disney is one of my long-term holdings, and I would take an opportunity like this to actually buy more, whereas the fundamental piece to it is a lot of people want to just panic, right, or execute a stop loss on a stock to exit the position, and that's really, you'll lose in the stock market if you guys are not willing to take a stock into deep water and get it back into the black for yourself before you actually exercise your ability to sell. Now, I talked about long positions in my accounts. A lot of stocks that I own, I will never sell, never, okay? A lot of the biggest mistakes I've ever made in my investing career is trying to exit out of positions thinking that the stock, after it had run up 30 or 40%, was going to adjust back 20% and that I was going to be able to get a better entry point. And the stock just ends up going up, okay? Some of the cornerstones in my portfolio, Apple, Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, Citigroup, Disney, some of those names, I will keep. Verizon, okay? Those are names that I'm going to keep forever. I don't ever have any inkling at all to sell those. Now, when I'm talking about the trades in my account, stocks that I've purchased that I don't mind taking into a downturn, okay, or exercising the right to buy more of those, okay, which is a win-win, okay, or I hold it until the stock goes up. Now, if it's up 5% and it goes up 5% in a day, all right, I'm not going to sell it, okay, but I'm in the green. Now, the question is, when would you exercise your right to sell? I'm flexible to sell a stock anytime, okay? I don't hold myself to certain rules because I feel like holding yourself to rules for selling, all right, if you don't hit certain triggers like 20 and 30% rules, I've seen floated 15% rules. If those rules aren't engaged and you have a 13% positive gain, I could justify selling that if you looked at the total overall market condition or the time that you've been in the name, or if you wanted to free up some money. Guys, you've won. You're a winner. Selling in the black, you will never ever hear me say, no, you're doing it wrong. just keep in mind some of the biggest mistakes I've made in my past with selling some of my real long positions has been selling and not holding, okay? So when it is to buy, sell, and hold, this is going to be a topic that you're going to have to stand by for future video, and I'm going to do an entire segment on my philosophy on buying, selling, and holding, because everybody's philosophy is different, but I really think it'll help you guys in understanding how I approach buying, selling, and holding assets within my retirement account. Okay, guys? Second question is from Navy Prepper. Had some fantastic dialogue with this individual. Is looking over granddaughter who's 11 years old and wants to put away money. And I don't discriminate. I don't say just because you're, late teens and early 20s that somehow you're in that golden rule. Most people don't even think about investing until they're that age. But if you have, a caretaker out there that is looking to safeguard money for you, I give you the green light all day. Had some very interesting dialogue with this person who was looking out for this person at a young age. Had another individual who was 15 years old. So if you're a teenage investor out there, guys, and you think that this stuff is hands off to you, I'm here to bust down those floodgates and let you know that you're probably just as important or more important than anybody to get started in the market early. And you're talking about a significant investment time frame. You're talking about 40, 50 years plus, and you may add that additional doubling cycle at the end of your investment career in your 50s and 60s that may actually put you out of 7 figures and into 8 figures. All right? So I cannot stress enough the importance of this particular topic. I really had it on the back burner to do as a future video for you guys for teenage investors, because I know there's a lot of young viewers on YouTube who are savvy, man. There's guys, especially channel creators out there, that are better at stock analysis than I am, okay? A lot of you folks, man, you don't give yourself enough credit for how freaking smart you are. And I say, man, it's time to start employing some of those smarts. The only caveat that I make to that is to make sure that you're engaging with, mom or dad or your caretaker, your grandma or your grandpa, to make sure that you guys are all on the same page and making sure that you guys take care of all the taxable implications, because the account that I advocate for all the time, there really is no age limit, okay? But it does have to be post-tax earned income that is contributed to a Roth IRA account, all right? So if you just want to start saving money for the eventual time that you can take ownership over your own Roth IRA account at 18 years old, by all means do that. But there's a lot of discussion happening right now in my commentary, and that's why I thank the Navy Prepper for bringing this to my attention, as he actually ran this by his personal accountants and said, yeah, they're right on. We can do this if we kind of creatively start to generate the opportunity for these young folks in our society to start making some earned income and start to contribute to their own retirement accounts and getting those compounding started. I don't think there's any reason to wait at all. Awesome question. Thank you so much. The next one is from Mark S. This was a pretty awesome one. This isn't really a question, it's more of a comment. The next couple are actually just comments, but I thought it definitely needed to crack my top 5 for this very reason. I'm going to get on my soapbox when I address this comment. Big YouTubers, everyone does what they say. I can't stress this enough, guys, all right? When you're watching a YouTube channel, which may not be the most ideal place to pick up financial information, you really need to read through the black and white, and you need to ascertain the sincerity of the message coming across, guys. My response to Mark S. was very, very simple. I don't need YouTube. I could shut it down tomorrow, and I would continue on with my investing career and the career that I have that has nothing to do with YouTube whatsoever, and be just fine with it. The reason why I do this channel is for you guys, all right? And I was turned off by a couple YouTube channels that were just pushing out a bunch of baloney to people, and I would read through the commentary, and I'd get upset every single time I'd read through the commentary, because you had people on there calling individuals the stock god, and thank you so much, I'm going to put $5,000 on this particular name, and they're just garbage stock recommendations, guys. You really need to be critical of the information that comes through. I'm not saying don't act upon the information. You want to act upon information, act upon my information, because the information that I'm giving you guys, I freaking do it. I do it all. okay? And I'm trying to put myself in the position of one of my viewers that doesn't have the experience that I have, that's really looking across from me saying, I don't have any experience, man, help me, all right? And I'm very careful with the information that I put through on YouTube, and I make sure that the information that I put through is credible and usable. Credible and usable. And I'm getting a bunch of comments thanking me for my sincerity, and I cannot thank you enough for acknowledging the sincerity of the channel, all right? Because at the end of the day, it is all about content. I do not expect that you watch the Independent Investor channel and expect me to sit up here and entertain you and put on a clown suit and entertain you. I won't do that. All right, and I'm not going to be doing daily uploads either. All right, I'm going to be doing a couple downloads per week for you guys, and I'm going to be hitting on subjects that I believe are beneficial to help you with your financial life. Now, if you go through the suite of my videos and you watch it and you plagiarize my information and you never watch the Independent Investor channel again, and you take that information and you use it to satisfy your financial or to supplement your financial life or to improve upon it, I'm all about it, because the goal of my channel will have been realized in empowering one investor at a time, and you will have been empowered even if you never watch me again and you go on and you do great things with your investing career. That's the sheer intent of why I came out with this channel in the first place, guys. So awesome question. Dindanothing. I have a lot of dialogue with Dindanothing. I hope I didn't butcher the screen name too much, but Dindanothing and me go back and forth on commentary. This individual responds on every single video I put in there. I can't thank you enough. Really, just my response to you is the freaking least I can do in kind of thanking and acknowledging you guys in coming on and putting commentary on my videos, guys. And that's really the sole intent, is to give you a sincere answer, but really just to say thank you and acknowledge your time in coming on here, and I can return that time back to you. But Dindanothing hit me up and said, you're practical. It's a rarity. A lot of people are talking about they're starting to gravitate more to my channel because it's smaller in nature. I don't think you're going to find my approach is going to be a whole lot different at 500 subscribers as 50,000 subscribers. It just ain't going to happen. You're going to have the same Ryan that comes through on the Independent Investor channel as I had at 50 subscribers, as I have now at 500 subscribers, guys. That's just the way of it. Now, I'm becoming more polished at my approach, and if you want some entertaining material, go back and watch video 1 and 2 and 3, my first 10 videos on YouTube. I went back and watched it, and I actually thought I did a pretty good job, man, for a first go. I was kind of feeling my way, and guys, I expect that you're going to evolve and grow with me as I expect to grow and evolve with you and your guys' financial futures, guys, all right? And that's really the whole intent here. If we can start to get a groundswell of momentum and really build an investing community of self-managed investors, guys, it'll fulfill a goal of mine that I have through this channel. And I really enjoy comments like that that acknowledge the fact that I try to be as sincere as I can and really as practical as I can. In addition to this comment, he was talking about how important it was for me to premise how important it is for you guys to do your own research on the information that's put out, not only on my channel, but every channel out there, guys. So thank you to Dindanothing for cracking my top 5. I certainly owe it to this individual for commenting on every video I come out with. Awesome dialogue, and I look forward to future dialogue. The last one is from Chang Chang Liu, and this was a really important hit up on the Robinhood tax breakdown video that I did. For you guys that are involved in Robinhood, and I did a tax breakdown in Robinhood, and it was basically a self-testimonial on my involvement with Scottrade, but it's the same tax implication. And Chang Chang Liu hit me up and asked me how it is that you report your buys and sells, because I talked about it on Robinhood and on the Robinhood video, and he was confused because he had negotiated or executed a lot of trades throughout the year. And if you're in the same situation, I highly recommend you go into the commentary section of the Robinhood video that I put out, and you're going to see the response from Chang Chang Liu back to me with regard to a video of an individual, there's a link on the comment section to a video that's put out on the exact same thing that I told this individual. When it comes tax time, you guys are going to want to extract that document from the tax software, from your brokerage house. It's going to be your 1099 DIV for your 1099 dividends and interest and earnings report, and you can extract that from your brokerage and import it into your tax documentation. I use TurboTax. I like the cartoon version of TurboTax. It's really easy to follow, but with a push of a button, I can extract my tax brokerage statement from Merrill Edge in my case. And in this particular case, he was asking about how it is that you can extract that document. And there's information within the Robinhood application. It looked actually a little bit difficult to find, but that link will actually walk you through the path to get to the information on how to go ahead and extract that 1099 DIV for tax purposes so you can get that properly reported. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the top 5 questions of the channel. If you're new to the Independent Investor channel and you like the comment and you like the style of my approaching the 3 topics that I talk about on the Independent Investor channel, which is stocks most of the time, military investing and the TSP, and also how to sell your house on your own, hit the subscribe button for me. If you know anybody out there who's looking for investing information or looking for general information on the stock market, I have a suite of videos online that really help explain for new investors how to enter the market correctly. Please share the link with family and friends out there. Hit the thumbs up button for me to support the channel. Leave your commentary at the bottom as I do review those in depth, and I respond to every comment I get. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Good luck in your investment future.